Welcome back to my little series about presentations. This is Dr. Greg Lehman, and we're going to wrap it up for this short series on presentations by talking a little bit about delivery. And the key thing about delivery is going back to the beginning, like the tour guide. The question on your mind as you are actually standing in front of your audience, delivering your story, is kind of like, is everybody on the tour having a good time? Well, there's a problem for most of our presentations where we're still trying to remember exactly what it was we were going to try to say. And that keeps us from tuning in to really picking up on the cues and the clues that the audience is giving us about what kind of time they're having. So I have a little rule of thumb for you. Walk into a room, sit a couple people down, maybe your friends, and give them the talk with no slides. When you can do that and you don't stumble, you just go from point to point because the story just makes sense to you and it connects to them and they resonate with it, even though they're not going to understand everything they would have understood if the slides and all those great pictures you designed to be convincing were present. You resonate and you have ownership. Once you're at that point, then you'll be ready to play the role you need to play when you're standing in front of the audience. And that is to be dialing in and seeing, okay, that kind of looked like either a grimace or a puzzlement there. Let me say that one more time in a different way so I can see if the guy sitting right there across from me in the third row is ready to move on, or did they pick up on that? On the other hand, if you're in the middle of a presentation and you see that everybody's nodding and ready to go on and you were going to say three more things to drive your point home, don't. You might need that time later when they start to look puzzled. So it's really, you can't have that kind of sensitivity and make those on-the-fly adjustments. You don't know when to kind of pause and then look them right in the eye and say, here's the thing. Here's what it means. You won't do that if you're struggling to remember exactly what it was you're trying to say. You've got to have that kind of ownership. And then when you have it, on the flip side, you can be amazing. Now, drawing this to a close, here's what I'd like you to do. If these are just a few quick highlights, hopefully helpful tips, but if they are helpful to you, you'd like to learn more, plug into the website below and some of the social media platforms that I use to put this information out. There's even a Udemy course you can take on some of this. So just avail yourself as however it works for you. My job is to help you look great. Thanks a lot for sticking with me these last 5 sessions.